Confidence doesn't disappear when discomfort shows up. That's usually when it's formed. If confidence feels shaky in the moment, things get uncomfortable, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're standing in the gap. And today, we're talking about what that gap is and what discomfort is actually trying to teach you. Welcome back to the series Unavailable for Self-Abandonment, a series for women who are done negotiating with themselves. This is for the woman who's confident enough to disappoint because self-trust is now the new standard. Here, confidence is more than a feeling. It's a belief formed through action, practice, and repetition. It's what you do when it would be easier to explain yourself, perform, or betray what you already know is true for you. So if you're ready to stop abandoning yourself just to keep the peace, you, my friend, are in the right place. Confident and empowered women exist for women who want to feel grounded in who they are while they grow into who they're becoming. Here we talk about self-love, self-trust, discipline without burnout, emotional safety, boundaries, confidence, and showing up consistently in a way that actually lasts. This isn't about hustling or proving yourself. It's about building a life that feels aligned and sustainable. If you're looking for conversations that support your nervous system and your goals, you found your new favorite podcast. Subscribing just means you don't have to negotiate these seasons all on your lonesome. This space is here to support you as you evolve, and I couldn't be happier to connect with you here. Hey, queen. Welcome back to Confident and Empowered Women. This episode is part of our Unavailable for Self-Abandonment series. Conversations for the woman who is done negotiating with herself, confident enough to disappoint because self-trust is now the new standard. Ooh, I love that line so much. It even gives me a little pep in my step, okay? And today we are continuing the conversation we started last episode, because once you understand that confidence is conditioning, the next question becomes, what do I do when discomfort shows up and try to knock me off my center? That's exactly what we're getting into. Confidence grows in the gap. Discomfort is really trying to teach you something. The gap is that space between uncomfortable and comfortable. The gap is where most people panic. It's where we overthink, where we assume that naturally something must have gone wrong. But the gap, that's really your training ground. Discomfort isn't random, it's information. And most of us, we were never taught how to interpret it correctly. Two people can experience the exact same discomfort. One might interpret it as, I'm not ready, I should stop. And the other could interpret it as, this matters, I'm growing. Same sensation, different interpretation, and different outcome. Your interpretation of discomfort shapes your confidence, your identity, and your future choices. Your inner world is the main world you live in, and it's constantly reflecting back to you. And that's main character energy, because main characters don't avoid tension. They understand it's part of the plot. Think of it this way. You can have two people in a relationship who are both having two very different experiences. You can have one person who is basically at like the Disney World of relationships. They are having the time of their life. It's the happiest place on earth for them. While the other person might as well be on Skid Row because times is rough and it's real tough. Same relationship, two different experiences. But the way that you interpret things is really everything, because you live inside of your perceptions, because your perceptions are reality. So if your default setting is always glass half empty, this is where I encourage you to just start leaning more into The glass is halfway full. And if you really want to be main character about it, go ahead and see that cup as overflowing, because that's really where we thrive. We've been taught that uncomfortable means stop, avoid, pull back, wait until you feel better. Or what I've been really struggling with is waiting until I feel like it, which likely isn't going to happen. But that's a story for a whole nother time. Discomfort is rarely danger. Most often, discomfort is your nervous system saying, this is new, pay attention. New conversations, new boundaries, standards, a new version of you. Discomfort usually means you're stretching an identity, not failing one. Alert doesn't mean incapable. It means unfamiliar. And the invitation is to stick with the discomfort until you become comfortable. Now, here's what no one tells you. Comfort isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through repetition. Confidence lives in the bridge, the repeated choice to stay instead of escape. The goal isn't to eliminate discomfort. The goal is to stay long enough for unfamiliar to become familiar. That's conditioning. That's training. That's how confidence forms. Main character energy isn't confidence without fear. It's confidence that knows fear isn't in charge. She doesn't dramatize discomfort. She doesn't abandon herself inside it. She stays present because she knows this doesn't feel good yet, and I can handle it. That's power. Most women don't struggle with understanding what they need. They struggle with staying connected to it. The main character momentum builder was designed to solve that. It supports you in choosing self-love consistently, even when life gets busy or your energy shifts. Over time, that consistency becomes momentum, the kind that changes how you show up across your life. You'll find it linked below in the show notes. And now I want to show you how to start choosing yourself in real time. Confidence doesn't grow from insight alone. It grows from what you do next. Everything we've talked about today comes back to one thing: staying connected to yourself. So I want to show you exactly how to do that in real time. This is the self-love two-step I come back to anytime discomfort shows up, and I want to invite you to try it too. This one is the stay and reframe method, because confidence grows when you stop leaving yourself in the gap. Step 1, stay with yourself. This step is about resisting the urge to explain yourself, especially the over-explaining. Friend, we're not doing that no more. Or perform or abandon what you know. Instead, you pause and say, nothing has gone wrong. I'm just in the gap. And then ask yourself, what feels uncomfortable right now? Can I stay present without fixing or escaping? What do I know to be true, even if I don't feel certain? This matters because staying builds self-trust. Leaving just teaches your body you're not safe to stay with yourself. So this step is so critical because the more that you practice it, the more that you build the muscle that reaffirms you to know that you are, in fact, safe with yourself. Step 2, reframe the discomfort. Now you choose the interpretation. Instead of, this means I'm not ready, try on, this is training. Instead of, this feels bad, I should stop, instead say, this feels new, and new is how confidence forms. Then you choose one aligned action, not to feel confident, but to stay connected while you move. This matters because repetition is what creates familiarity, and familiarity creates safety. Safety is the bestie to confidence. Now, let me pour into you real quick. If discomfort has been loud lately, please hear me when I say this with your whole heart. Friend, you are standing in the gap, and this is where confidence is built. You're not failing, you're not regressing, you're not behind. We are not negatively labeling who you are while you stand in this space. You don't need to rush yourself. You don't need to force clarity. And you don't need to become someone completely new. Just stay with yourself. Because the moment you reconnect to yourself, confidence returns. Here's what I want you to take with you. Confidence doesn't come from being self-centered. It comes from being self-connected. And every time you choose yourself, even when it's uncomfortable, you build the kind of confidence that can't be shaken. Stay unavailable for self-abandonment, and I'll meet you in the next conversation.